Welcome back, everybody, to Crime and Plastic. It's been a while since we've done this. Not for you guys listening, but for us, we were away. We just got back. So, how's everybody been? Excited to be back?
Super excited to be back. And I'm wearing my pink scrub top for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which is October.
Yes, very nice.
You know, breast cancer is a seriously common condition in women. 1 in 8 American women will have breast cancer over the course of their lifetime. So the new cancer screening recommendations begin at age 40,
Okay.
not 50. It was 50, now it's 40.
Okay.
Get a screening mammogram every other year until age 74.
Okay.
And I guess even more frequently after that age. And of course, you should be doing self-breast exams every month. And always have your doctor, when you go for your checkups, examine your breasts as well. So
Okay.
that's
Thank-
my
Thank you.
welcome.
How about you, Santina? How have you been?
I'm doing well, except for the fact that I've been losing my vision and I'm scared.
Oh, what do you think it is?
It could either be that I'm just losing my vision
Yeah.
or a tumor.
When does your vision...
Did you ask Dr. Google?
Dr. Google is
No,
scary. I
never-
don't want to look. I don't want to look.
Never ask Dr. Google. Dr. Google is a horrible doctor. I don't like Dr. Google. But when does your vision start to get bad?
How old
Or-
are you?
I'm 23.
23.
I mean, does it really? Does it
Yeah,
deteriorate?
some people have bad vision by the time they're teenagers.
Yeah,
It
but if you
varies.
have good vision, and then it could just start getting
Are you
bad at
talking
any
about
time.
like where you need glasses to read? That's
Well,
like in your 40s and 50s.
Yeah, no, I know, but what if you're like you can't see things like that are far, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's common.
So I'm saying you could have really good vision up until you're 22, and
Yeah,
then it
yeah,
starts getting
sure,
bad.
sure.
Could happen anytime.
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 That's fucked up. Because
I
I used to
know.
have 20/20 vision.
Yeah.
I think it's from being on the phone and the computer.
I
so
think
much.
it's honestly from the phone.
Yeah.
Hopefully. I don't know.
But can your eye fix itself? Is there
That's
any-
controversial.
is there any
Also-
hope? Is there any hope for that?
I've been getting, like, little
if you Google,
migraines.
you'll see there are like exercises and stuff that people say help.
What about eating carrots?
Yeah.
I haven't eaten a carrot in fucking, I don't even know.
Well, of course you're going blind if you don't eat any carrots. Hello.
I think it's really this left eye over here because
The right eye's fine.
the right eye is
You have to
eyeing
you have to wear a patch to train the other eye.
like a lazy eye.
Yeah.
But do you know, I also sometimes get like little like headaches in the, like up here.
Right.
And it's like, okay, either I'm having a headache because I have a tumor and my vision's getting bad, or it's my vision's bad and I'm straining and that's why I have a headache.
Mm,
And
Probably- I think the latter.
mm.
well, I'm going to hope. What
Her
are
eye-
the odds of having a brain tumor at a young age when you're relatively healthy?
Very small.
How small?
1 in 10,000.
You know, I am a lucky person. I do defy odds.
I just feel
Every
bad
day.
because your eyes were the last only not lazy part of your body, and now it's
Got him. Look at this injury I sustained playing soccer the other day.
you played soccer.
Yeah. My friends, they have a soccer group every Tuesday at 7 p.m. And I finally participated and I got hurt. So
Yeah.
maybe I won't participate again.
I feel like I would be really bad at soccer.
I don't like it. I don't like the contact part of it.
I feel like it's not a sport you just pick up in your 20s, though.
But I'm Italian, so it's like in my blood.
Oh, I stand corrected. You know, I thought of you on my trip. I went into one of the bathrooms. I think it was in Zurich, one of
Yes.
the public
You
toilets.
pooped.
Yeah, and I took a picture of their system. It was really good. They actually had a little, like Sani, like a hand sanitizer kind of thing that you could take the wipies and then like put it on the, like they had wipes to wipe down the toilet seat with
Uh,
actual sanitizer, like, disinfectant.
I want you to stop saying that you
So
think
you-
of me every time you enter a toilet.
No, a public toilet. When I enter a public toilet, I think,
I
what would she do?
I
Like,
think of you too. It's true.
Not me being associated with public fucking shit.
no, because I'm trying to see your perspective. I'm like, maybe you're right. Maybe I shouldn't be
Maybe.
using public toilets.
You shouldn't.
But when you're traveling,
I pooped on the plane.
good for you.
Rosie,
Good for you.
I had to. I had a stomachache.
you could not waterboard that information out of me.
On Swiss Air, Those tiny little
the
bathrooms.
tiny bathroom.
Those were
It was really
tiny.
small.
The Turkish Air bathrooms are huge. They're like a lounge.
Yeah, the Swiss Air
Swiss
one
Air
was
ones
tiny.
are terrible.
I'm disturbed.
But I had to. I felt good after.
You did. It's worth it, right?
It was actually really annoying because I was on a window seat and the guy next to me was eating forever. He had his tray table and he got his like 3-course meal and dessert, and I was trying to wait patiently. And then
I would
after
just
his
climb right over him.
after his third dessert, I was like, "Sir, I'm sorry. I need to get up."
I have climbed over strangers. I just take my shoes off to just socks only, and I literally put my feet on the handle, the hand rests, and just
But
jump
do you
over
see
them.
like your behavior? Like when that's your general behavior, then nothing you do can be right. Do you
What-
understand what I'm saying? Like I
You're
just
saying-
won the fucking toilet debate just by the fact that I would never do that to another human being.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
when duty calls, it calls.
What,
I-
what are you
you-
looking up?
you
I want to look. I
straddle
want to
strangers.
look. No, this because look, I noticed this on the Swiss Air, safety thing, and I was baffled by it. Look at these two little things. What are they? What are they telling you?
I literally can't see.
Okay, well, try to strain with your good eye.
It's saying don't
One's
Don't
don't
go-
smoke, and what's the other one?
go on the floor.
Don't lie
Don't
on the
sleep.
floor. Don't sleep on the floor, but between seats. Look at it.
But I'm sure
Is
people
that something people do in Switzerland?
maybe people do that because they want to sleep on the plane and they want to be completely horizontal.
But have you ever seen anybody do that?
No.
No,
There's not much room to do that either.
no. But that is what the thing is, right?
I mean, if leg room could be like this, that would be good.
Could you show the camera maybe?
Megan.
You can put it in after.
Yeah.
And I took a
Maybe
picture
they're
of it.
saying like if there's an emergency, not to go on the floor.
Oh, it could be. Oh, and here's the picture of the toilet I was telling you about. See, look how nice that is. Look at it. Look at that.
I'm looking.
No,
that
look,
I
you see-
could see.
You see the little, they have the little sandy thingy, that little thing on the side for the wipies, and you just, you know,
You cannot pay me to clean someone else's fucking public piss off of a.
Oh, I do that.
and that's where you and I part ways.
And that's why I squat. If you need a shit that bad, it's coming out. Whether you're like put on the seat or you're squatting.
It's so uncomfortable.
No, I'm not
Doesn't
gonna
matter.
squat. I'm gonna clean. I'm gonna do my due diligence and then do my duty.
And that is our weekly toilet
Update.
shit update of Crime and Plastic. Do you have another update for us?
Oh, you mean for like weekly world news, plastic surgery crime news?
Yes, do you?
Turns out the only crime that I could find this week was myself. I actually got a speeding ticket sent to me from my trip to New
Ooh.
York a couple of weeks ago
Ooh.
through my rental car company. So Avis sent me a bill for $92. Apparently, I went over the speed limit somewhere in the Northeast.
I've discovered another one of your crimes,
What?
which is straddling strangers.
That is not a crime. Listen,
It has to be some form of harassment.
you have your way, which is being patient, and I have my way, which is not being patient.
There are very few circumstances where I would permit a grown man to straddle
Well,
a
let me tell you,
stranger
now,
on a moving plane.
in my defense, I'm little, and so I think if I was like a full size 6'4" man,
Did you just use the petite defense?
I would. I'm using the petite defense.
Maybe you shouldn't sit in the window seat that you like so much.
I love the window seat.
But you use the bathroom a lot.
But I like the window seat.
But I think if you use the bathroom a lot, you should be in the aisle.
Yeah, but if I'm in the aisle seat, I'm leaning against the person next to me with a pillow. So pick your poison. I want to lean. You can only lean if there's in
I
the
hear
window.
you, but then don't go to the bathroom so much.
Well, that's nature.
If I were voted president tomorrow, my first act of duty would be to ban you from transportation. You would have to walk everywhere or scooter.
or swim.
Yeah, or swim. But like you swim, not get on a boat. Like
Yeah, I mean,
backstroke your fucking way to Europe.
I'm not super proud of it, but I have climbed over multiple strangers.
What is their reaction when you do that?
They're usually like, I mean, I try to like be cute about it. Like,
There's no way.
I take my shoes off.
That's not the problem.
No, I feel like if
The
you
shoes
did
are not the issue.
I feel like no, because it's hard to be mad at somebody in socks.
I would like to get producer Megan's opinion on this. What would you do if someone climbed over you?
No, because sometimes they're sleeping or they're eating or whatever.
If you've been straddled by Michael Salzauer,
You know, I'm
aka
5'7",
Dr. Miami, you are entitled to compensation.
you know, 100 and something pounds. I mean, it's just a little.
When you come back,
Like
do
a
you
little
climb back
leprechaun.
over them, or they know to get
No,
up?
by that time they get up every time.
they've been
I've
warned.
never had to climb back over somebody except my wife.
That's literally
When
an
Ava's
indication.
sleeping, she doesn't. I go back both ways. But the strangers, now that you think about it, I've never have to climb back the other way.
That's an indication that that they've like
crime
felt
has been committed.
violated in some way.
I just thought they finished their meal or like got the hint. They can't trap you in.
You climb over their tray table?
Whatever they're doing, if they're sleeping, they're lying
Sleeping,
down.
I get, but
no,
their
their tray table. Yeah, whatever.
No,
it
I
is.
imagine he literally gets onto a seat
No, I s-
and like
He
straddles
Yes,
like,
yes.
balls
I stand.
to face.
Yes. No. I
And
I
how
don't-
else can you go over the tray
No,
table?
my butt goes faces.
There's multiple crimes because then you have to bother the person in the front too because you're
No,
grabbing the seat.
A little bit. I do a little bit just to balance myself.
But remember, he's petite. He's not making a lot of
see,
waves.
so take your shoes off, stand on your own chair,
I-
and then you put one foot on the opposite
I think
armrest.
you should do a
Well,
demonstration.
you first have to say, "Excuse me." You have to say, "Excuse me." Don't move. It's fine. I got this. And they're like, "What is he doing?" And
What are
then
you-
suddenly I'm out, and they're like, "Oh, okay."
But
What
if you were gonna say excuse me, then like you should give them the time to accommodate.
No,
yes, that's what I was gonna say.
no, because I don't want them to close and hold their stuff and spill their orange juice or whatever. No,
So you're like, I got this.
I got this. It's a maneuver.
Send me
I
an
think
invoice later.
I think you should do a demonstration.
You need to have two chairs.
Here.
No, it's not. The armrests are not this. It's not. You have to have
We're
it be
gonna
at a
we're gonna have
plane.
to reenact this.
If you've been straddled by Dr. Miami, please call us. You are
I-
entitled to compensation.
With Ava, I go face forward,
Okay.
but with strangers, it's butt. But I move my butt forward. I don't like put butt in their face. I do it quickly.
If a fucking grown petite man
Yeah, like a
put
little
his ass
leprechaun.
in my face, he would come back to a world of surprise. You would come back. You would come back.
Air
with a-
marshals.
You would come back to something on your seat. Like I would be fucking shitting next to you the entire plane ride. I would be just gassing you with my farts. Like there's no way. Because like if you're gonna be that inconsiderate,
I think I'm being considerate. Quite the opposite. Who wants to get up? Who wants to put their tray away, hold their meal, or get out of their sleeping or something? No, you want to just
the insult.
I've been climbed over before, not by him,
But not
other
like
you
people.
that.
have, right?
Yeah, I have. People have climbed over.
but
me.
over your knees, not over your whole like.
No,
No,
whole
they climb over the
Yeah.
armrest.
armrest. Yeah,
While I'm
it's,
sleeping, all of a sudden I'm like, whoa.
yeah.
Just
I do it. I'm stealthy. too.
What
Lep-
fucking savages have you guys been traveling next to?
You
It's
can,
true.
if you're big, you can't pull that off.
I can't pull it off. I'm not.
You can pull it
I'm
off.
not dexterous enough. I don't think.
Pull it off.
I don't know. I think I'd fall.
It's just so wrong.
Yeah, you can't fall. If you fall,
Maybe it's a good
It's a
thing to do
crime.
with like a hot guy.
Oh,
It's a good
sorry.
move.
you're like,
Sorry, I thought that was in your face.
That's accident.
sometimes, sometimes if I'm being funny with Ava, I'll do that. I'll like
fall in her.
I'll pretend to fall on a girl like really close, like into her.
That's
And I'm
definitely
like,
a crime.
Scoozy.
Euro trip.
Yeah, Euro trip.
My sister hates like her personal space being invaded, even by him.
Hates it. She hates it.
She doesn't like people close to her.
No,
like
no,
that.
no. She feels like she can't
She
get
can't
enough air.
breathe.
So like if I put my face right into her face and just stand there for like 20 seconds, she'll have to go and like breathe to the side. She feels like she's suffocating.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyway, so there you have my plane
you're-
trip back. But now we're here.
Thank you for your criminal confessions on this show. That was very
Yeah.
brave of you.
Crime and plastic.
This is gonna be played back in some trial, by the way. Like this information's gonna come back to bite you in the ass. Like this entire show, actually.
Well, it is what it is. Do you have a case for us to go over?
I do have
No, we're
Uh,
just here to talk about you straddling strangers.
a case.
You know, I
Thank you very much for sharing your crimes with us on Crime and Plastic. It was very brave of you to confess.
It's the least I could do.
And hopefully our listeners will judge you favorably. The jury of your peers. So I don't think Santina will judge you favorably.
I will
No.
literally work as the prosecution on your case.
Noted.
Get a good defense because I'm coming in hot.
So the actual criminal we will be talking about this week, it's a really interesting case. It happens in Europe,
Oh,
but I don't have that many details, unfortunately. I wish I could because it's like a very movie like
sexy story.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I can't even call him Matteo Politi. He was born in Verona, Italy.
Oh,
He's our true Romeo here.
That sound.
Wait
Why
a
does that
minute.
name sound so familiar though? Matteo
is
Politi.
Is he your cousin?
in your contacts?
No,
She's been to Italy a bunch of times.
she's Italian.
But I mean, she's been to Italy too.
But I've never been to Verona.
Well,
So here is the tale
Matteo
of woe
Politi.
for our Romeo.
Okay.
Anyway, so he is born in Verona, Italy, and he poses as a plastic surgeon in Italy. He does a surgery on a police officer in Verona, Italy that didn't go so well.
wait, guy just pops up out of the blue. Hey, I'm a plastic surgeon. Come to me.
Yes.
Why is it okay to mock Italian accents?
Did I mock?
Hey, it's okay. Come in to get the
Did he-
plastic surgery with me.
That I think you're mocking now.
No, that was accurate.
So no, I don't really, that's the thing. It's very unclear how he's able to get away with
Well,
it. Because he didn't go
how old was he?
in 2000, he's 43 now, so in 2010 he was 30.
He's 30 years old.
30 years old, yes.
Ballsy.
And he but then it got discovered that he was not a doctor
At all.
at all. Apparently didn't even go to high school. He just has like an 8th grade education.
But that's very
Wow.
common in Italy.
And
What,
th-
to not go to high school and pretend to be a doctor?
Maybe not to pretend to be a doctor, but
Okay.
it's really easy to get away with things because, especially in like smaller cities and stuff like that,
Yeah.
a lot of it is paper, especially for older people. Like my dad never finished middle school.
Right.
And also the Italian education system is like 100 times harder than the American
Uh-huh.
like education. So a middle school education is the equivalent to even finishing high school in terms
Oh.
of how hard it is.
Okay.
So it's common for them not to go to high school
Got it.
okay.
or
I
even
mean,
or
he must
finish
have
high
been.
school.
He couldn't have been a
They make
complete
it-
idiot if he managed to fool people.
They make his story sound like very Catch Me If You Can, like
Got it.
the way he did it. So then in 2010 he gets found out, put on trial, and he's sentenced to 18 months in prison, but a suspended sentence, so he never had to like go to prison.
Do you have any details about what went wrong in the surgery?
No, just she was not happy.
Oh.
Oh,
She was not happy.
oh wow.
What?
Nothing bad even really happened. She just wasn't happy.
Yeah. Yeah, no, there's no
What kind of surgery was it?
It was, let me see. It was, I don't know.
That's why it's very important to make sure the people that pay you are happy.
It's
Lesson
wild.
learned.
That's wild.
No, I don't, it doesn't say what surgery it was.
Okay.
I feel like it's
I have
possible.
I have a memory of it being like a breast surgery, but I could be
Okay.
wrong.
Okay.
And then, so he, assumes a new persona, Dr. Matthew Mode, and he goes to Romania, and he has a fake credential saying he went to Johns Hopkins Medical
Wow.
School. He has like
Wow.
he makes a very impressive CV for himself, and he has also that he went to Johns Hopkins and medical school in Kosovo. And he apparently uses a fake lawyer in Romania, which is common apparently to have fake lawyers to get him papers. Like he got like a license number,
Uh-huh.
but so he got a license number, and then from 2017 to 2018, he apparently operated or did procedures on 28 patients and
Uh-huh.
like all these fancy clinics and all over Bucharest and like VIP. He like marketed himself as a VIP surgeon in
Right.
Romania. And then when he was doing a surgery what the nurses noticed that he didn't know how to scrub properly, like he wasn't washing his hands or putting on his gloves or anything like that. So they got like suspicious, and then and then he worked at a clinic. He worked at a clinic, and another plastic surgeon, and she noticed like he was doing a breast surgery that he didn't really know what he was doing.
Right.
So she reported him, and then it was discovered that like he had a license number, but no, like he wasn't like on record. I guess in Romania you need like two, like you have to go through two things to get your
Yeah.
license. So he got one thing, but not the other thing.
Uh-huh.
So they realized that the issuing him his like license number was a mistake. So like I'll show you. He had he had like legit, like his legit credentials.
Let me see.
Like a real looking license thing.
Was it maybe he didn't have his like specialty license?
I don't know.
Or-
He like the board of like their college of medicines had no like verification of him. It was just like kind of like the document, but not like the.
Luigi Vincenzo Matteo Politi.
That's him.
Oh.
So then so then the Romanian medical board started investigating him. So he got wind of that, and
He looks like somebody. He looks like an actor.
then check out his. I'll show you his.
What? For some reason, I picture what's his name? One of them from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yes, it
Right?
does.
The smaller guy. What's his name? Charlie Day. Yeah, I picture he looks a little bit like Charlie Day. I picture him kind of trying to pull off being a doctor in Romania.
Look, he has his own Instagram page still.
It's still up?
Yeah, let me.
Wow, that's chutzpah.
Yes. Where he posts, he has before and after pictures.
Are you gonna report him?
See, look, he has like before and after pictures.
Oh, that's
I don't know if they're his.
ballsy. He did eyes. He could have blinded these people.
Is eye surgery difficult? What
Well, I mean, the risk is blindness.
there? As far as I could tell, there were no like serious injuries that happened
Right.
from all the people, because he wasn't charged with any.
I mean, if he did that, that's not something you could teach yourself without.
I don't know. None of the articles I read about him had any like the charges against him were just for impersonating a doctor. Like he didn't have any charges for injuring anybody.
Is this him?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, Megan, you could post some of his Instagram
dead.
photos on the.
Oh, this is silly.
You're not supposed to be on your phone.
Only
I'm
has
reading about him.
13 likes. He's got 13 likes.
It says that
for the picture.
Luigi Vincenzo.
He was on TV. It says Access Direct. They put him on TV?
He's a good-looking guy.
That is nuts. Okay. He's on TV a bunch of times.
He marketed himself as this like Dr. Matthew Mode, VIP surgeon, all like, and he even tricked two doctors into saying that he was opening a clinic, and they paid him for rental space to be part of his clinic that he was
Wow.
opening in Romania. Then when he caught wind of the Romanian medical board investigating him, he got caught trying to flee to Budapest on a
I was
train.
just in Budapest.
You were, so was I.
More the Pest side than the Buddha. But
I don't know what that means.
the side of the river that we were on is the Pest side.
Ah, okay.
The other side is the Buddha.
Okay. That's an interesting factoid.
Yeah.
So then he got arrested in Romania. His trial for some reason lasted 3 years. He was just sentenced in March of 2023 to almost 4 years in prison. And then I think during the time of his trial and sentencing, he apparently disappeared again, and there was pictures of him in Hong Kong. Like
Doing surgery?
I think so. Like I don't really know. The translations are not great.
Yeah.
And then I think now he's back in Italy. They found him like working at a hotel. And
Did he ever go to prison?
not
No.
yet. And then they were trying to extradite him back to Romania, but Italy said no, that he could serve his sentence in Italy. And I think he's trying to appeal the sentence, but I think it was affirmed, the prison sentence. They said it was justified for his crime.
Right.
And And yeah, he's a really good story. I wish I had more details about him, but that's all I got.
Okay, so
That
Yes.
guy you
what is the
guy,
lesson from this story?
The guy you said on the ID, Luigi Vincenzo, is actually a surgeon, and he stole that identity
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
because they had the same last name.
But he still went on with the Matthew Mode thing. He made up a whole
Yeah.
resume with Matthew Mode.
Right, saying that he went to med school in what did you say?
Johns Hopkins and Kosovo.
In Kosovo.
He's so wild. That's so
That's
so Italian.
Crazy.
And apparently, like, he was a parking attendant after like middle school or whatever. And then I don't know. I don't know the motivation or what, like, how he landed on plastic surgery. Like, what.
I imagine he had to have like known someone, like someone either his family or his friend that was
I
a
feel-
plastic surgeon. Because how else would he even know
Well,
how to
I
open
have
up someone?
I have a theory that he watched my Snapchat in 2015 and 2016, and I probably taught him.
There's no way.
It's possible.
Possible.
We had a lot of
You think that,
Europeans watching. on
but you
Snapchat.
think that he learned how to do plastic surgery from you, but then didn't YouTube how to scrub in properly?
Yeah, yeah. Because I never.
Now
showed-
you do.
Now I show people.
That's-
Now I show myself scrubbing in, but back then I didn't.
No, but I'm saying he could have just, if he was someone who learned from the internet, he would have just YouTubed how to scrub in.
No, unless you know that's a thing.
Let me ask you, how ballsy is it for someone who has no medical training whatsoever to, like, do surgery?
It's as ballsy as if you just walked into the cockpit of a 747 and like, I could fly this thing. What's the worst that could happen?
It's crazy.
It's
How do
crazy.
You, how do you just know? And even the doctor said that he worked with that kind of called him out, that reported him, said like he didn't really know how to hold the syringe and wash his hands, but he was cutting people. He was doing breast surgery.
It's crazy.
And
He had to
Botox and
have
stuff.
known. There's no way.
But
Well,
he,
Botox, anybody can do Botox. That's not
but
impressive.
still,
But
no,
going into the operating room with a
not
knife,
anyone could do Botox, as I've seen some people injecting air into.
I've seen that too. You're right.
Can't you die from that?
No.
No.
What's the thing that you said that like it would be instantaneous that you die?
What?
A
Botox?
bullet?
Was
to
it
the head?
It was something injected, like Botox or filler. You said if it's
No, you won't die from filler, but you can go blind.
that.
You can go blind instantly.
What's
But
the,
if
what's
you
the
inject air into a vein or an artery, that could be trouble. But even that little air is not necessarily terrible. But
I mean, they really get all the air bubbles out when they tap that syringe.
no, a little air is not the end of the world, but
Yeah,
a
she
lot of
was
air
panicked.
is,
I remember.
big problem.
Get out all the air. Even if you
got.
gotta take out some.
So I just don't. I want to know like how it's literally like Frank from Catch Me If You Can. He just. I don't know.
I'm just.
Do you
I
concur?
want to know if he is
Do you
in
concur?
prison now, or do we need to worry?
He's.
That's-
I don't think he's in prison right now,
Wow.
as far as I can tell.
The thing is that has to be the most Italian story I've ever heard in my life.
How is it Italian? Tell us.
Bro, because Italian people, first of all, like it's not considered like a third world country, but once you get to like these little tiny cities, it might as well be. Like
Right.
everything is a paper trail. So like nothing is like really documented. Everyone is related to everyone. So
Okay.
like you get a job through like your fucking cousin's wife. Like you could pretty much get away with anything. There's like no laws. And even when you do get in trouble, it's not that severe because the judge is like your uncle. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I was in Italy and I saw like in Barletta, which is like where my dad is from, it's super, 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 super small. I saw this man like run a fucking stop sign, which I use loosely, like they don't believe in those, and like completely crash, like rear end this car, and they both get out, and one of them is screaming, da-da-da, and they look, and it's like his fucking cousin's wife, and he's like, oh, it's okay, and they like get in the car and they leave. Like that's like how it is. It's like, oh, you fucked up my titties, it's okay, we're related. Or like, oh, you want a medical degree, fine. Like I told my dad, because I've been needing to like renew my Italian citizenship, and I don't know, I just didn't bring like any of the documents that I needed, like my social security, my birth, nothing. And he's like, it's okay, my cousin works at the consulate, and it literally took me to go there, like, and like it's just like shit like that, like things that need to be official don't necessarily need to be official
So-
as long as you know someone.
Now I understand how he managed to pass himself off as
Yeah.
a doctor.
It's super
And that's
easy.
why we have official documents that need to be.
Like, apparently Romania has the same problem because he just like made fake diplomas and they gave him a license number,
Nice.
and with his fake lawyer. Apparently, fake lawyers are a big deal in Romania. It's like not a big deal. A
Did he
common
charge?
thing.
Was he?
Yeah, he
was
charged.
Did he charge regular prices?
They said something like it was like 8,500 euros.
I just can't believe the balls on him to keep his Instagram page up.
Yeah.
You got to
Right.
share that with the podcast, like when put it on the screen or something.
Yeah, he's got some of the good photos.
That is wild.
Yes.
Well,
So Santina, you found out some more facts in the Italian papers. That Santina speaks Italian, so she can find more stuff about our
she
guy
also
here.
So
eats
ba-
Italian and wears Italian.
I actually don't eat Italian, and I get shitted on all the time because I
She
don't
doesn't like pasta.
I don't like lasagna. Whatever.
She likes plain noodles.
I do.
That's it. I do too.
Disgrace.
Okay, so what did you find out in the Italian papers?
So I saw in the Italian papers they said that he began like this kind of fake doctor shit by he would go like in these smaller towns into clinics and he presented himself as like an emergency doctor. And so with like all these sick people, he was kind of like diagnosing them and he was diagnosing them not crazy, accurately.
Oh.
So then-
How?
You have a flu.
Well, yeah,
He's right,
I
I
mean,
do have the
certain
flu.
things I feel like most people could probably guess correctly. Also, Italian healthcare is like socialized and
Right.
very like messy, and people wait like hours and weeks and days and months to be seen.
Right.
So like, I don't know. I'm just
He
speculating.
can just walk into the waiting room and go, "It's nothing." The doctor said it's nothing. I'm
I
going
feel
home."
like
and I
it's a-
got better.
I feel like it's like
He's
it's
great.
Do
in-
you concur?
I concur.
in Italy.
Damn it! I should have concurred.
To be a doctor, especially in those smaller towns, is not like what it is here. It's kind of like labor. Like people, like if you want to be a doctor, it's actually to help people because you don't get paid like that much. And also like it's a lot of stress. Everything is through like the government. So
Does it say why he wanted to do it or
He
what his
said,
motivation was?
I want to help people.
I want to help people
Well.
by being a fake doctor.
So
I mean,
apparently,
it's the right answer to the question.
apparently he did work hard. He would go to like libraries and read like publications, like medical journals. And then he would go to medical conferences. That's how he also like met other doctors.
So he's like a self-taught surgeon.
Yeah. And then
Never had a lesson.
he even became a professor
He became a professor
in Verona.
in medical school.
It was like they say, yeah, it's like a school of beauty, maybe like a cosmetic school.
Okay.
And then and apparently he was admired in that school.
Well, you could get away with when you're good looking.
And that's where that's where he chose the specialization of plastic
To be
surgery.
plastic surgeon.
When he was admired as a professor.
Wow.
And then yeah, so
Mm.
like that, he just gradually started to introduce himself as a cosmetic surgeon, and that's when he started like practicing or whatever.
Did they say
yeah,
anything?
practicing is the right word. He was practicing.
Literally practicing.
Did they
Yeah.
say? Does anything come up about patients that he treated?
It said that people that they loved his results, and he was like, apparently his bank account was like going like he had 2 bank accounts, and one of them like that would end up to be his like demise or something. They don't explain, but they say that like the fact that he had these like 2 bank accounts and he was like adding all these money or whatever, it was suspicious. And then yeah, that all his patients loved him. He had like 300 patients that like,
300 patients?
but they don't specify if they were plastic surgery, but they said 300 patients went through him
Uh-huh.
and had no problems, and that it was that one patient
police
who was
officer.
dissatisfied who exposed the fact that he was fake.
Yeah, it was a police officer too.
Good for her.
Okay.
Wow.
And yeah, here it says that a lot of the reason he was able to get away with it was because of the chronic shortage in staff at these like little hospitals.
Wow. So maybe he was kind of doing a public service by
Mm.
helping
Maybe in Italy, but once he got to
Romania.
Romania, that was
Once he started doing actual surgery.
that was
The thing is,
gluttonous.
he got caught once in Italy.
Yeah, he did. He
And then
just changed his name. That's why he changed his name to Matthew Mode.
And then he got caught again.
But he still used because his ID was still Politi.
Right.
That's where he got his
So Matthew Mode was like his Dr. Miami.
yeah,
like
it was his persona.
persona.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that guy, I guess, yeah, maybe in Romania they check for 2 things, but that guy Luigi Vincenzo Matteo Politi was actually a cardiologist. So he was like a real doctor. So
Right.
I guess when he would
But
show,
just wrong
and he just like
specialty.
edited his face onto that
Right.
And they,
ID.
they call
Just like making a fake ID in college.
Yeah.
That's how easy
And
it
that's what I'm
is.
saying. Like in
in
Italy,
Romania.
it's like they like shit like that is easily passed. They don't do background checks. It's just like, oh yeah, we believe you. I like him.
they called Johns Hopkins. They had no record of him.
I'm shocked.
Sounds all good. It's giving Suits.
Yeah.
It's
yeah, it's
giving
like Mike.
Suits,
He's
right.
Mike.
He's Mike.
He's Mike of the plastic surgery world.
Yeah.
I could see Mike being a surgeon.
Can you do the Italian accent? I went to Hopkins Johns.
I went to the Johns Hopkins.
No, the other way.
The Hopkins Johns.
Right. Johns Hopkins, you mean?
The
Yeah,
Hopkins-
that's right.
The Hopkins of John. John.
I know Johns Hopkins very well. I know John very well. We're friends.
Okay.
Well, very good. That's
Thank you-
for the
thank you-
details.
Thank you for more
deets.
details for
Mm.
the sleuthing of Italian papers.
Yeah, but they don't even tell.
it's still not enough details.
It has to be that he knew someone or someone in his family was already a doctor, because there's no
Well,
fucking way.
Maybe you can research some more and let us know next week if you find anything, or in the next couple weeks. Because next week we're doing soon.
Maybe I'll just ask my family and they happen to know him.
Maybe.
That's
There you
another-
have it.
Another plastic surgeon gone wild.
Guys, we have our
Rogue.
we have our website up now, crimeandplastic.com. So if you have any information on Matteo Politi or
Matt, what's his name? Matt
Matthew Mode,
Matthew Mode.
aka Matthew Mode, he was British Matthew Mode.
But he spoke with a British accent?
He claimed to be a British surgeon.
There's
He was
no-
With an
Matthew
Italian
Mode.
accent.
There's no fucking
I
way.
didn't hear audio, so I don't know. But he was UK surgeon Matthew Mode.
Can you do the Italian accent but saying, yeah, I'm from Scotland or something like that?
Yes, I'm from Scotland.
But no,
Yes, I grew up-
Italian.
I grew up in Scotland.
No, but not with a Scottish accent, with an Italian
I'm
accent.
doing it with an Italian accent. That's how
Yeah.
they speak.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
They'd be like, hey, where did he say he went to school?
Johns Hopkins.
Yeah, I went to the Johns. No, that's
The Johns Hopkins.
I have to get into my dad's head. Hold on.
Yeah. Channel your
Tina.
dad saying that he's born in London and he speaks English perfectly, but with his accent.
But there are some Italians that speak. They learn English in school.
yeah, but with a British accent?
I actually think they learn British English.
Oh,
They don't learn American English.
Probably.
well.
That makes more sense. So anyway, so if you guys have any more information on Dr. Matthew Mode, Matteo Politi that I did not share, please share it with us because I'd love to hear more details. Drop a message on our website, crimeandplastic.com, or share any other stories, questions that you have with us. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. And we'll see you next week, or we'll talk to you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.